1. The call. Working in the metro for over a decade teaches you to fear not ghosts but mistakes. An unchecked circuit, a spark in the wrong place, a delay in a system that never stops moving. I was a technician. 3rd sector. My world was wires, switches, tunnels. Clean, cold logic. Until that call. It was 2:13 a.m. The station's old landline buzzed with urgency. I blinked awake, grabbed the receiver. Sector 4, you're closest to the anomaly. Where? Station Price. My blood ran cold. Price wasn't on any public map, but every underground worker knew the name. Price Station, a place whispered in fear. Closed, forgotten, haunted by rumor. Step into Price and vanish, they joked, only no one really laughed. I should have refused, I didn't. 2. The descent. I took my flashlight, toolkit and access card. The tunnel entrance was behind a rusted gate beneath line 3, locked tight with bolts and time. As I descended, the air changed, heavy, still, like entering a tomb. No sounds. Even my boots seemed afraid to echo. At the bottom, the platform revealed itself. Broken tile, flickering lamps, signs half erased by time. One sign still worked. A digital screen above the tracks flickered. Silence is the price of memory. I didn't understand it then, but I do now. I tried my radio. Dead. Price had claimed me. 3. Arrival. The tracks were dead. No live lines, no electricity. Yet I heard the unmistakable hum of a train. Lights in the tunnel. A train appeared, crawling out of darkness like a memory. Old Soviet design, paint peeling, windows smoked over with grime. The train stopped in front of me. Doors opened. A long, wheezing hiss. I stepped in. I couldn't help myself. The inside was preserved, like someone had left and meant to come right back. A coat, a thermos, a child's drawing folded on a seat. No dust, but no people. I sat, the doors shut. The train rolled forward. No announcements, no conductor. Only that growing hum. 4. The loop. The train passed through stations, or something like stations, each labeled price, price 1, price again, price silence, price nobody. I began to lose track of time. Outside, the same platform over and over. Inside, a slow erosion. Of thoughts. Of self. I tried opening the doors between stations. They wouldn't budge. I tried breaking the window. Nothing. The metal felt alive, watching. 5. The other. Eventually, I wasn't alone. A man appeared in the next car. He wore an old metro uniform. Eyes dark, sleepless. New arrival, he said. Not a question. Who are you? Used to be a driver. 1990s. Got a call like you. Thought it was a prank. He laughed, dry, bitter. This place, it eats you. Not fast, slowly, kindly. He held out a pocket mirror. Look, I did. My face was wrong, older, gaunt, empty behind the eyes. I turned to ask a question, but the man was gone. Only the mirror remained. 6. The service room. Sometime later, I don't know how much later, the train stopped at a different platform. New, clean, lit by cold white lights. Above the entrance, service access staff only. I entered. The hallway stretched impossibly far. Lights flickered overhead, the air buzzed. At the end was a door. Behind it, a room filled with control panels. And at the desk, me, sitting, writing. He looked up. Been waiting. What is this? Where you go when you stop asking who you are. He handed me a folder. Shift notes. My name on every page. I looked back. The seat was empty. 7. The station's shift. The train ran differently after that. Sometimes it went backward. Sometimes it stopped at stations I'd never seen. One had people, shadows really, sitting, staring, waiting. They didn't move. Another had mirrors, hundreds of them, and everyone showed me a different version of myself. Old, young, dying, laughing, screaming. Some mirrors cracked when I approached, others whispered. They told me things I hadn't remembered yet. 8. The whisper wall. At one platform there was no train. Just a wall, covered in faded tiles. No graffiti, no signs. When I leaned close I heard whispers, not voices. Thoughts, my thoughts. Regrets I'd buried. Memories I couldn't face. Each whisper pulled something from me. I felt pieces slipping away. The name of my first pet. The smell of my childhood home. My brother's voice. Until I no longer remembered why I'd come here. Or what here was. 9. The white platform, then came the white platform. Stark, sterile, clean air, no dust. Above me a sign, welcome home. No doors, just a long, straight corridor and a mirror at the end. I walked to it. The figure in the mirror watched me. It looked like a man, but the eyes, they weren't mine anymore. I smiled, so did he. 10. The cycle restarts. The train waits now. I ride it. Sometimes I sit in the service room, sometimes I stand at the edge of the platform watching, and sometimes I meet others. They always ask, where does this go? I answer, to Christ. They laugh. At first, they stop laughing after the second station. After Price again, after Price nothing. And when they forget their names, they stop asking questions. Just like me. So tell me, when you ride the train tomorrow and it slows somewhere you don't recognize, and the lights flicker, and you hear that strange hum through the walls, don't get off, don't follow the whisper. And if someone sits beside you wearing your face, don't look. Just pray the next stop isn't yours. Because no one sleeps at Price Station, and no one leaves.